Brian Windhorst said that LeBron James didn't enter the dunk contest supposedly because he didn't want to hurt the Nike brand. And I'm guessing he doesn't want to hurt his brand, but I'm confused because wouldn't one think that him going to Miami, going on national television, and breaking the heart, piercing the heart of the fans, many fans in Cleveland, destroy it, it could destroy a player's image. You deciding that you quit on your team and go to Miami, wouldn't that hurt your brand more than you not competing or even losing in a dunk contest? Wouldn't that hurt your brand more? So to me, that's like the worst excuse you could use of all time. The Nike brand existed before LeBron, and it's going to exist after LeBron. It's not like LeBron James is keeping the lights on at Nike. Nike got a slew of athletes that they have marketing the brand. They got Kyrie Irving, you got Paul George, you got Kevin Durant. It's so many of them. Like, it's so many athletes out there that's keeping Nike lights on, and they don't even just. And that's just basketball alone. I ain't even talking about tennis and football and other sports. So to me, it's a lie. It's an excuse, a poor excuse, and it's sad that they'll sit up there and lie, especially Brian Windhorst. They'll move the goalposts and make all these excuses, saying that LeBron James didn't want to enter the dunk contest because he didn't want to hurt his business. There's so much stuff that LeBron James does that could really hurt his business, even with a lot of the political stuff that he does. That could hurt his brand also, because I'm almost sure that it's not just black people. First of all, we got to be honest. If we're going to call a spade, white people tend to support more than black people, especially if you go to a lot of the games. It's proven me right because LeBron James give most of his shoes and his apparel and stuff. He give that to the kids, the white kids. You don't see a lot of black kids getting a lot of LeBron James, products and stuff, getting a lot of his shoes and signing jerseys. You don't see a lot of black kids getting his merch. So to me, it's just all an excuse. I would like to believe that his fan base is so diverse. So with it being so diverse like that, you're going to push people away. You would think that, I ain't saying they are being pushed away, but you would think that they could be pushed away considering that you're supposed to be this so-called black activist, you Dr. LeBron Luther King Jr. X. You supposed to be this black activist, and that could turn people away because they could feel like, all right, well, I'm white, I don't have to go through your struggle. Like, just keep playing basketball, nigger boy. Like, I don't care. I'm just hypothetically speaking. I ain't saying that's what they saying, but having the fan escorted out of the building could hurt the Nike brand, could hurt LeBron James brand. It's just an excuse. Saying you quit would have helped your brand really is if you would have stayed in Cleveland, and if you stayed in Cleveland, you would have overcame that adversity. Once you kept losing to the the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic, that's would have helped your brand even more. And then they say, oh, well, LeBron James didn't have no help. And it's confusing because how did LeBron James not have help? In 2007, you telling me that he had enough help in 2007 to advance to the NBA Finals, but he didn't have enough help in 08 and 09 and 010. I mean, I said 010. In 2010, when they had better talent. That don't even make sense to me. So in 2007, you're able to advance to the NBA Finals. You get swept by the San Antonio Spurs. You had enough experience to get to the NBA Finals, and you still started to gain experience. But you telling me that you didn't have enough talent when the talent level was better than it was in 2007. It just don't make sense. And then they'll say, oh, well, he went up against the Orlando Magic. He went up against the Boston Celtics. But don't you think that the Detroit Pistons were better than the Detroit Pistons were better than the Boston Celtics? Or it was just about the same. They were probably around the same age. And the Boston Celtics, I don't even think, they went to the finals. But they went to the finals just like the Detroit Pistons went to the finals. The Detroit Pistons, they had rings. It don't make sense. Ben Wallace wasn't even around when you played the Pistons. And then when you played Boston Celtics, they didn't really have no real big man like that. They don't really have no real big man like that other than Kevin Garnett. But you had the better talent. It's just crazy. It's an excuse. You didn't want to do LeBron James. Yes, he did ruin the NBA slam dunk contest. And I know that there's a lot of bronzexuals who would say, oh, well, LeBron James, how did one man ruin the dunk contest? Because y'all underestimate the power of influence. Influence. The younger generation, they look up to Steph Curry. He revolutionized the league, the game. Everybody wants to shoot threes now. Trae Young, any player you can think of now. Even LeBron James, as y'all say, changed his game to fit how the game is played, which is shooting threes. So if y'all, on one hand, y'all say influence don't matter, or y'all don't, think that influence played a part in it. But then on the next hand, it's like, y'all do. It's just crazy to me. But like I said, LeBron James, he definitely ruined the league. Well, not just the league, but the dunk contest. He ruined the dunk contest. And like I said, it's not superstars in the dunk contest. And I don't blame him for not wanting to enter the dunk contest. Because they said, oh, well, Ja Morant don't want to be in the dunk contest. Another excuse that they use is they said that LeBron James, at least he knows that he's not creative. Basically, we should give him a pass because he lacks creativity. No, we got to hold his feet to the fire and hold him accountable like we hold other players. Other players feel like they're in-game dunkers. So you can't say the same thing about Ja Morant. Don't criticize or, don't attack Ja Morant and try to shame him for not wanting to enter a dunk contest because he feel like he's an in-game dunker. He's not creative enough. Same thing with Anthony Edwards. Same thing with Zion Williamson. A lot of them feel like they're not creative enough because LeBron James set that standard. So you can't have these expectations out of these young players and you not holding your boy, your God, accountable. You're not holding your God accountable in LeBron James.